You are stuck in the physical realm. The physical realm meaning the physical things that you can see with your eyes, the things you can touch, status, material. Now I know what you're thinking already, like everyone is there. What do you mean I'm stuck in the physical realm? We're all physical beings, so you can't be anywhere else. But there are different levels of perspectives and experiences which I'm going to break down. So you have to realize that for most people, success is physical. Like I said in the previous video, money, how much money you have, what car you're driving, what house you're in, how many times you travel, etc., etc. You know, that's for most people. 90% plus. Physical. Again, that's what I mean by physical. So the point I'm trying to make is that you're stuck in the physical realm if you are too caught up in these things, in money, status, what you can see, touch and feel. Also, you're not working on your mental self, your mentality. That's a different experience altogether. The mental is a different realm, a different way of experiencing. You're not working on enhancing your perspective or being mentally stable or not being affected by circumstances and people and situations or anxiety, depression, all of these things in that mental, the mental plane. You're not working on that. You're too caught up in how much money you have in your bank and, you know, the things that you're going to buy and the place you're going to visit. You're actually thinking, how can I better my mind? How can I better my character? How can I better, you know, the way I see and I perceive the world or people or situations? How do I enhance it? You see, once you do that, that means you're coming out of the physical realm and tapping into more into the mental realm, which is like the 4D. But we're going to get into 3D, 4D and then another time. So if you're a person who's not working on their mentality, then yes, you're definitely stuck in the physical realm. Now, you have to realize that if you're not aware of different perspectives, again, you're stuck in a physical realm. When I say perspective, it's like the different ways to view the same thing. You can view a situation in multiple ways. You see, once you really tap in and you go within yourself, you realize that your experience comes down to your perspective. Let's say something was to happen to you. Let's say you didn't get a job you wanted. Let's use that as an example. You apply for a job and you didn't get it. Now, you may look at it from, oh, they didn't give me the job and be sad and angry and be like, F that job. That's one way to perceive it. You may look at it from, oh no, I'm not good enough and, you know, I've done so bad in school, now I can't get a job. You know, you might look at it from that way, you know, or you can look at it from, I didn't get the job. Okay, this job was not meant for me. Maybe there's a better job, you know, up and coming. See, the same situation, but multiple ways of viewing it. Now, which is the correct way? There is no correct way, but there's different levels of thinking. If you think only in one way or you can only see one thing, then that means you're too caught up in the physical. You're not realizing that it all comes down to whatever lens you want to look at it from. Every negative situation there's a positive in. And in positive situations, there's negative inside of it. But people look at things as good or bad, black and white. That's the physical realm. This is good, this is bad. You know, someone says, oh, you're ugly. Straight away, you're offended. I'm ugly, and you want to react to that, you feel emotional, like, and you feel like you need to retaliate. See, you only see that perspective. You can also look at it, someone called you ugly, okay. For them to call me ugly, that means maybe they're not feeling good within themselves, because if that person is happy with themselves, there's no way they'll send me something, a negative energy. So maybe I need to have empathy for the person. Again, you see, an enhanced version of viewing the same events. People don't work on that. People don't talk about that. It's always about the car, the house, I understand. You know, I'm not judging no one. I'm not saying this is good or bad, but I'm just trying to show you a different way of thinking. I'm trying to show you why you are stuck in a physical realm, why you have not dived into the mental plane or a different perspective. See, once you elevate yourself, your consciousness, you realize that there's so many different things and factors and levels and depths to everything. Nothing is as simple as it seems. You might see an apple, just an apple, but with a heightened state of awareness, you realize it's not just an apple. This is nutrition. This will give me fiber. This will give me nutrients that my body needs. Eating this apple is going to boost metabolism. It's going to keep me fuller for longer. It's going to help me get into a calorie deficit. It's helping me elevate my consciousness. Like, you see, understand? There's layers and layers and layers of looking at things. That's what I'm trying to say. You're caught up in the physical. You only see one thing. Drink water. Oh yeah, water. Drink hydration. No. Once you get to a heightened state of awareness, you realize it's not just water. Water is life. The body's 60% water. Drinking water will hydrate me. But again, that's only goes so far. Okay, how can I enhance the hydration? Which water is better for me? Oh, water that comes from fruit, H320 water is better. It's more hydration. It's more nutrients. Oh, how can I enhance that? Maybe if you add salt or Celtic sea salt into the water, now, you see, there's so many different levels of looking at something. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. If you listen carefully, you might understand, or you might not. Because at the end of the day, whatever you understand comes down to where you're at and what you're ready to receive. You understand? Wherever you're ready to receive is what you're going to receive. You're not going to receive any more than that or any less than that. You understand? So once you, again, get outside the physical realm into what you can see, what is being heard, reacting, behaving impulsively, you start to understand that everything has an effect. Everything has an effect. The things that you're saying, the thoughts that you're thinking, even the feelings that you have, the emotions that you have, is far deeper than you can ever imagine. See, simply, let's observe words. You look at a word, let's say, whatever I say has an impact. Words have power. Words can lift you up. Words can tear you apart. You understand? So if I say something offensive to someone, I say, oh, you're an idiot, or you're ugly, for example. See, if you're unconscious, you think that's just a word. But that word can have significant impact. Person hearing that they're ugly, they could unalive themselves off of that. That's how powerful it is. You could say a person is, wherever it's something negative, because it's easy to use a negative, I guess, that could have an impact on them, and they may take it out on their children, or they may take it out on the next person. You see? Again, it's far deeper than just word. Same with your thoughts. You're thinking, oh, just a thought. Even though you're not aware of every single thought, but the thought is a substance, it's something that will cultivate and manifest into your action. Thoughts will turn, eventually, as much as you think something, eventually it will turn into your action. And then the action will turn into your habit. And then the habit will turn into your character. And then your character will become your destiny. It was just a thought. You're thinking, oh, whichever example you're in, oh, this person's an idiot, this person's an idiot. Eventually, you might say something offensive. Eventually, you might do something to that person because you're continuously thinking a certain way. So once you establish this, you realize that every single thing has an effect for you, on you. It's either lifting you up or bringing you down. You see, once you know that's life-changing in itself. If you truly comprehend that everything is something, everything is working for you or against you, once you truly understand that, I don't know what to say to you. Like, you can't be the same person. You can only evolve from that perspective. If you believe that, if you can comprehend that, or maybe you don't believe that. Maybe you believe we are who we are. Some people are aggressive, some people are good, some people are bad. You can't evolve. The way you are is the way you are. If you believe that, then that's your experience, that's your reality. You see, so the point I'm trying to make, the whole point of the video is to say that you're stuck in the physical realm because you have not thought deep enough. You haven't understood the different perspective. You haven't understood how words, feelings, every situation is impacting your life, and you don't realize your own power, ultimately. You don't realize that you are the, creating your own reality. We often talk about destiny, like, oh, just my destiny, and it seems like it's not your fault. You feel like things are just happening to you. Things that are happening to you according to the way you are attracting them to yourself. How is the question you're thinking now? How is that possible? I didn't attract that car crash. I didn't attract this bad person. I didn't attract getting bullied. this is a separate video again, guys, man. I cannot go into all of the, I can't go into all of this in depth right now, but the only example I'll give you for that, and again, I'll continue these conversations according to whatever energy you guys give me, is, you see, let's use an example in nature. Like, if a person behaves as a victim, they'll be treated as a victim. If you behave as a victim, your mannerisms, your characteristics, the way you conduct yourself as a victim, then you'll be treated as a victim and potentially get bullied. You see, from the outside looking in, from a physical level, it's like the bully is bad. The bully is a bad person, which they are bad to a degree, but let's not go too deep into that. But you've made them, you've brought that out of them by the way you are conducting yourself. Again, this is going to be a separate video. I don't want to go too deep in that, but be aware of your state of awareness. Be aware of being stuck in a physical or seeing things one way. And that's it. That's all you need to be aware of. Very simple. You know, if you want more videos like this or anything particular you want to talk about or break down, then let me know. You know, these videos can go for a very long time, but I'm trying to keep it brief. Sometimes it's easy to digest. If I talk for an hour, how much of that hour are you taking in? Maybe 30 seconds or 1 minute. You know, so I'm trying to keep it brief. So yeah, make sure also, if you want to connect with me, check out the Patreon where I put exclusive content. We're going into more detail, more depth, where you got access to me, where I'm able to help you. And that's it. Keep working on yourself.